Hello, hello, hello! It is I, Justice for I'm back. Loads of things have happened since the last time I streamed. For a start, I've got an intro video now. 6 hours ago, we didn't have an intro video. In fact, we had literally nothing for an intro video. And now, 6 hours later, we have music, we have visuals. It needs a lot of work. It's definitely a version 0.0000001. But hey, it's a thing. And we're in the Try and Sim world. And I haven't streamed in ages, like literally ages, so I'm really actually excited to give it a go. I don't even know what I'm going to do. This is great. So we're going to jump in with a route. Now, I have got the 700 series trains, so I'm tempted to give them a go because they're weird. I'm not sure I like them or not. They're on the southeastern high speed. Let's go with a scenario. And we're looking for the 700 really. That's a javelin. That's a 66. 700s. Now I've got about 2 hours. When I say about 2 hours, I have to be leaving the house in 2 hours' time. So let's go with an hour and a half, because when I mess it up and it takes half an hour to get it sorted, we'll be golden. So let's go with that one. 700 southeastern high speed. Let's do it. Oh, uh-oh. There appears to be sadness. Have you crashed? You better not have crashed. You might have crashed. Oh dear. Anytime now, friend. I might have broken it. No, we're good. We're good. We're sorted. We're golden. Here we are. Oh, it's night time. Oh, great. We're doing a test run at night in the 700. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Have a look from outside. Yep, there it is. The missus calls this the transformer train, and I can completely understand why. What I will say, and sorry to any southerners watching, I do not like this livery. Look how boring that is. Because I'm from the Midlands, if you can't tell. Our ones are insane. Like they're orange and purple. They look great. And when I say great, I mean they look mad. But because the train is a bit mad and the colour scheme is a bit mad, it makes it work really, really well. No, I haven't actually played this in a long time. So it makes right now it looks like I know what I'm doing, but I genuinely don't have a clue. I'm just pushing buttons and hoping for the best. I'm also following what it tells me to do. Right, so we're going to stop. Coming up. Okay, that's fine. Is there cab lights? Because it's a bit dark in here, isn't it? That's doors. Hello. It's a 66. Hey, buddy. Let's give it some more power. Oh, let's not give it some more power. I was not looking at the speed limits. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now I know if there's a 50 coming, so if you could yeah, just, there we go. No, 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 it's still saying, there we go. Give it the beans. And while we give it the beans, look for the lights. Miles trains are like up here. I need a torch. Is there a torch? No, that's not torch. Oh, that's not torch. That's reverser. Maybe I need to stand up. And T for torch. F for flashlight. H for flashlight. V for flashlight. Let's just sit back in the chair. I'm slightly nervous of going too fast and derailing. I know I said I've got an hour and 2 hours. But what I don't want to do is crash the train, burn, and then have to restart. Because I ain't got time. I ain't got time, guys. What I need really is this station. Because once we stop at the station, I can try and find the lights. Okay, so we've got a single yellow. Yellow. So our next one will be red. Oh, bum. Okay, that. Okay. Okay. She brakes alright. There's the red. There we go. We're okay. We're good. We're fine. We're golden. Don't worry. Don't know why you're worried. I wasn't. I mean, I only put the brakes on full stop. That's a door. That's a window. Let's open the window. Let's open the other window. Let's... Window. Window. There we go. Let's open the windows. We like the windows open. Now, I'm supposed to be here in a minute and a half. We're going to be early. That's good. Let's find out how well this brakes. At 400, I'm going to brake. Bam. This is 70% brake. Yeah, this is alright. I remember doing a test run, which is ironic because this is a test run, and I found it really difficult to get the brakes, like, working. I just really struggled to stop it. Right. And more brake, and more brake, and all the brake, and that'll do. Right, cab lights, cab lights, cab lights, cab lights, lights, cab. What's that? That's the reverser. That's buttons. That's buttons. Fire alarm. It's alright. It wants me to close the door in a minute. That's good because I'm looking for stuff. Desk light. That'll do. I'll take that. Power supply, windscreen. Hopefully it won't rain. Unlock the doors. Because, ladies and gents, we are leaving. If you're not here, you've missed it. Bye. Maximum power. Okay, that's better. I can actually... Oh, no, it's not better. It's half better. I can see some stuff. I can't see everything. And I'm so sorry, because you guys probably not be able to see a whole lot of anything. I regret my life choices. I'll just have to come up with some sparkling conversation for you all. Trade! Hello! Oh, start slowing down, you idiot. Let's see how it does from 50. I was too excited by another train. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, to be honest, this is doing okay. This is doing okay. stopper on up. There we go, and I can open the doors because I can actually see them now a little bit. I'd still like the full cab lights, please, because the desk light has done stuff, but not a massive amount. Cab lighting on. Spot. Ooh. Oh, and I got some experiences for it. That's nice. There we go. We can turn the desk light off. Then there we go. That's better. Let's have a look at what's in here. Some switches. I should have done the boop boop. That one. I like the screen. There's some fancy stuff I know you can do on that, but let's not, because I will just end up breaking the train, and then we won't be able to go, and then there'll be much sadness. I don't think I need the blind, really. Right, close the doors. Now I think that light goes on once it's locked. Yep, let's go. Let's make like a tree and get out of here. Now, one thing I have noticed with these newfangled Fandangos, trains, if you prefer, or more the locomotive itself, they are just they're difficult to break. You can't really mess up. Like, you wouldn't normally stick a train into 100% power and it just go okay. But these seem to handle it fine, and a lot of the new ones do. The older ones, like one of my favourite routes, is the New Yorkie ones with the M3s and the M7s. The M3s particularly, if you stick it into 100% from a standing start, it's going to scream at you, do nothing but wheel spin, and try to punch you in the face. And that's great. I like a train that does that. Whereas this just goes, okay, mate, 100%, all right, and it goes away. We've gone. That's fine. But I do like a train that bites me a little. There's going to be a red signal next. It's alright, we're stopping at the station, it's fine. So it's interesting learning a new train. And the 700 is really quite cool. Now, what I did want to do a little bit of research on was, is it a diesel and an electric? Because we saw, while we were at New Street, 700 that was going to Hereford, and as far as I'm aware, that route is it's not electrified. So actually, I've got my laptop in front of me. Is the 700 series train electric or diesel? It's an electric multiple unit. Oh, close the doors. We need to leave. Go! Go faster! That's where 100% power does come in very, very useful. Yeah, they are indeed. Hello! Electric. Maybe that route is electrified then. It's also saying that the 700 is only down south, which is a oh no, that's coming quickly, which is a complete fabrication because it's definitely up here as well, unless I've got some kind of secret pretend 700 series. There you go. So instead of looking about the train, stay focused on what you're doing. Tip for the road there, ladies and gents. And that'll do. I'm glad we're now green, we should be golden. Yeah, so it's good to be streaming again. I haven't done it for a while, for reasons. I'm not going to go into the reasons because they upset me. But here I am again, happy as can be. Howdy, and yeah, lots happened. You may notice it's different back here. It's not the grey. Oh no, we are no longer IKEA based in furniture. Howdy. Good to see someone new in the chat. How's it going? So yeah, first time here. We've had a new sofa. It's lovely. And this is the first and last time you're going to see a stream that is using this sofa, even though it's the first time you'll ever have seen it. For the gaming room is almost ready. The missus's stuff's arrived. I say stuff. Her desk and her chair, so that's all set up and ready to go. My old chair, is up there, ready to rock. It's ironic, her desk and chair is ready, but she hasn't got her computer yet. My computer is obviously here because I'm streaming off it. But unfortunately, I haven't got the desk yet. So who doesn't like a bit of irony there? So today I have been recording some secret stuff, including the intro at the beginning, and I've recorded a whole kind of musicy thing that I can't tell you about it just yet because it's a secret. But I've recorded a project for Transport Fever 2, so I haven't forgotten about it. I know Transport Fever 2 exists and that it will be coming. And the next time you see a video for that, because I left you on a bit of a cliffhanger, there is a super secret project beforehand. Okay, and I've done that super secret project this morning, because today's the first day I've had where I've actually had the time to do stuff, including streaming. So that's great. Sorry, I've got to concentrate ever so slightly here. So yeah, stuff has been sorted, stuff is done, stuff is wonderful. We're going to have brand new desk. The missus is having a brand new computer. She's running off a laptop that's about 6 years old. It's not great, bless her. She has been using a combination of the Steam Deck and my laptop, because my laptop is better than her laptop for the gameage. Missed that one ever so slightly. That's alright. Ooh, sorry. There we go. So we've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm going to talk about Baldur's Gate 3 in a bit. Oh yes. But yeah, we've been playing that in co-op, and she tried it on the Steam Deck and couldn't get on with the controls. Uh, she really liked the movement, but couldn't get on with the rest. So she's been using my laptop. So we ordered her a new PC. Even though I am not getting any money from them at all. Scan.co.uk 3XS or XS, whichever way you want to say it. I like putting in the 3 because it is a 3, even though it's leet speak. Great system. Really, really, really nice system. I'm slightly upset because her computer is going to be better than mine. That's okay. Right. If you're not on the train with 10 seconds to go, sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. So her computer is actually going to be more powerful. But my computer is a couple of years old now. I say a couple of years. It's running a 2080 Ti, so we're several generations behind graphically now. I mean, we're still running the good old trains at 4K at 60 frames a second. So it's not like I'm struggling for poor, but her computer is going to be better, which is very sad. So we might have to do something about that sooner rather than later. But I've also heard that the 5000 series cards are coming in 25, and the next generation of Intel CPUs are coming in October this year. So I'm like, do I wait until 2025 and see if this computer will last me another 2 years? Or do I get like a 4080 Ti and go, ha 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 ha, the poor? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Please, if you have an opinion, throw me a comment. I'd like to hear your thoughts on if you think it's worth waiting. Because I don't know. I don't really want to wait that long. But at the same time, the generation jump between my 2080 Ti and the 3080 was monstrous. And then the jump between the 3080 and the 4080, which is what the missus has got, was monstrous again. So it's like, but then do I actually need something that stupid? Because I have bought a new monitor. Oh yes, and this is potentially the last stream in 4K. For the next one will be at 2K, but it will be ultra wide. I have picked up the ASRock Ghibli Job. It's got a really fancy name that is not going to be remembered by anyone ever. But it's very, very cool. It's curved, ultra wide. So it's something like 3680 by 2140 or something daft. It's hilarious. The box for it is incredible. And because I haven't got the desk yet, it's supposed to be coming here on Sunday. For reference, today's Friday. I don't know if it's going to fit. It should do. I think because I got a tape measure and I watched a lot of videos. Best one was by a Russian fellow who actually got a tape measure and put all the dimensions on. Because nowhere else actually said. I mean, I don't speak Russian at all. The only kind of bits of Russian I know are from Stalker, and I'm assuming none of them are particularly friendly. So yeah, I don't know if it's actually going to fit in, but that's part of the fun, part of the journey, isn't it? I've gone for an IKEA desk. The Freddy. I've heard very, very good things. That better not be a red light for me. No, it's fine. I've heard some very, very good things about them. So I look forward to giving it a go, building it, seeing how it goes. Um, and it's quite fun because all the missus' stuff is all white and pretty. Her computer is a beautiful white case and it's got wooden panelling on the front. I think walnut panelling. It's gorgeous, and it's all white in it. Whereas all mine is like black. Everything is just black, um, which is it amuses me at the very least. I should have started braking way earlier than I have. Again, not paying attention. We should be fine. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Don't you fash yourself. Again, modern units. Oh, excuse me. Oh. They are very, very friendly. If you forget to brake, they're generally pretty okay on. Yeah, fine. I'll brake for you. I'll make it work. Whereas, if this would have been one of the M7s, it'd have bit my face off. I mean, I'm just chilling doing 15 miles an hour coming into here because I actually braked too early from 70. Oh, a bit of wheel spin. No problem. Oh, something's coming. Doo-dum, 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 close the doors. It's a train, it's coming now. As soon as we're done, go. Hey, buddy. Another 66. Off to Strood. Now, I need to remember that it goes down to a 15-mile-an-hour limit just before Strood. It does tell me on the side of the screen, but I need to remember that actually happens, because otherwise I will forget, be like, oh, I've still got ages, and then we'll fly off the track and burn and die. And, it's a test run, but I'm pretty sure they don't want to test crashing capabilities. Where was I? Computers, yes. New, shiny. Mrs. Yes. Me, shiny new screen. Everything else, staying the same. Same computer. New thing is I have got a little Stream Deck, which is wonderful. Unfortunately, I can't reach it because it doesn't have a very long cable. But I've given it a bit of a play elsewhere, and I am absolutely loving it. So that will hopefully make everything a lot smoother. Like, for the beginning of this stream, I had to click loads of buttons to make it do stuff, whereas I won't have to do that next time. I can just go, and I like going. It makes things much more efficient, and we like efficiency. That's why I bought it, because it's just an efficient way of doing stuff. So, I've only played with it a little bit. I mean, I've currently got the time on it, and I've got my CPU temperatures. I'm currently at 86 degrees centigrade, and my CPU's at 67. There you go. And it's 25 to 3. I can see all that, even though it's quite a way away. It's good. It's good. Oh, bump! Start braking. I tell you, the people on this train are not going to be very happy with me. They're going to be thrown around. They're going to feel like they've been beaten up. We're certainly abusing the train, I tell you that. I'll get used to it. It's quite a fun little train. Little. It's quite a fun ginormous train. There we go. Hello, Strood. Right, as soon as we've stopped, I'll have enough brain power to like words. Love words. I'm a fan of them. And because we are in little teeny tiny percentages, and I like this a lot. I don't like it when it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not a fan of that. At least with this, I can go, okay, what percentage are we at to make sure we maintain speed? Um, Stop. There we go. I'm very excited by the ultra wide monitor for games like this, because right now I'm having to like, if I zoom out, I can see that bit in front of me, but not the rest of the thing. And if I'm looking over here, I can't see any of that. But with the ultra wide, I should be able to see like a bit of up here. Um, in theory, obviously, I don't know until I've set it up and I've given it a try. Now, one negative currently. Oh, I've gone. There I'm back. Is because I've got um, the new sofa. What I used to do for having the setup, because I've got my computer running like the game and my laptop with Twitch on, so I can see the chat and kind of make sure that it's actually like working. Um, what was I going on that? Yeah, that used to be on a table. The table's gone because the new sofa, it's got the and it's electric, which is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely love it. Negative that my table's gone. That's a bad thing. Um, so I am. Well, I've had to curl up. Good. I'm glad smoking is banned and that e-cigarettes are also banned. Hello. Um, you trying to peek? Because it sucks, frankly. Hopefully you got to hear that announcement. If you didn't, it was a "Don't smoke, you filthy slags." Um, that was a bit strong. I'm not usually that strong on this channel. Um, we went there. We went there, and I'll go there again. So yeah, where was I? Yes, I haven't got a table. And not only do I not have a table, I don't have a table to the side of me. So my squash and my chocolate milkshake, which I don't have any because I planned to stream on Wednesday. Again, it's Friday. I had chocolate milkshake then. I don't have chocolate milkshake now. So I drank it because it's not going to last in my house. So it is a stream, a chocolateless stream, I'm afraid, which does upset me. But what can you do? Hello, Castle. But yeah, everything It's just a bit different. But once I'm properly set up, I will definitely be streaming more. Um, and we've bought also from IKEA stuff to like have things so I've got somewhere to put like my cuppa and stuff. But at the moment, it's not here. It's like I say, it's due on Sunday, so hopefully it turns up so I can spend Sunday building IKEA stuff. Oh yeah. Um, and hopefully finishing off the video for the Transport Fever too. Because one thing, going back to the ultra wide, one thing that I've heard is excellent on ultra wide screens is stuff like building games, City Skylines particularly, and I have a City Skylines 2 series ready to rock. The only thing that's missing is, the game. It's not out yet, and I'm assuming you know that. And if you don't know that, it's very sad it's not out yet. But I have a series planned for that, and I think the ultra wide monitor is going to really seriously help, because having the big old screen means I've got the space to do everything that I want to do, and I'll be able to see everything that I want to see, and you'll be able to see everything that I want to show you with your face. So I'm very excited to give it a whirl. Now we'll go opening the other side this time. There we go. Where even are we? Rochester? I wasn't paying attention. Rochester. Rochester. There you go. It's really difficult. I don't know if you can make that out at all. I can just about make it out. So if I like use the force and squint, which force squint is a very underused and important force power. Let's have a look at the train. It's just such a boring livery for such a cool looking train. Look at that beast. Wow. It is very cool. It is very, very cool. Also, why are there so many people here at like 2 minutes to midnight? You should all be going home. Go home. I guess that's partly why a lot of you were waiting for the train. We're leaving. If you're not on, tough. I don't know what it says, leave at 15 seconds past light. That's not a thing. That is not a thing. Pay attention, you idiot. This is me paying attention, by the way. I have to like glare slightly. That's why I have two little lines here, because I concentrate a lot. There we go. See, if you pay attention, it's midnight. Oh, you don't hit that. I'm glad the signal man hasn't messed up. Otherwise, that'd be painful. Come on. I want to build up a little bit of speed, but not too much. There we go. We can start going a bit faster now. There. Give it the full beans for the 600 yards. Cease your electric whining. I keep meaning to get rid of this stupid colour thing on the floor for where you need to stop. Like the stop marker is more than enough, thanks. Chatham. At least these were a bit more obvious with a giant sign. Ooh, this is a quick stop. Full beans. Okay, cool. So yeah, I haven't forgot about Transport Fever 2. Train Sim World is just a bit easier to stream because I can just jump on like I have today and go game, and I know there'll be a game and it'll be great. But yeah, the Super Secret Project is super awesome. It's just taken way, way, way longer than I wanted, and I am really sorry for that. It's disappointed me because I wanted to get it done absolutely ages ago. But time has not been kind to me. Even though, as I'm sure you'll remember, I'm a teacher, so I'm on my summer holidays. But time is still very much against me much of the time. Partly because we didn't move in that long ago, really, um, and we're still kind of living out of boxes, frankly. So part of my holiday has been trying to sort out the boxes, and building lots and lots of stuff. We now almost have a computer room sorted. When you see well, if you want to watch the behind the scenes video for the video on Transport Fever 2, yes, there is a behind the scenes video. If you wish to watch that, and I highly recommend it. I had a lot of fun recording it, except for the one bit that I completely forgot to record. Apart from that, absolutely loved it. And in that, you'll be able to see the remnants of the boxes from the Mrs.'s computer desk and her chair, because they're everywhere. Like, oh my good gods, they are everywhere. And you'll be able to see this exact same T-shirt on that behind the scenes video, because I recorded it this morning, and I'm doing this afternoon. You see, things link together nicely sometimes. But yeah, we just have boxes everywhere, and on Sunday when I get the delivery of the computer desk and me new Billy bookcase, which is going to live next to me here, there's even more boxes, and the brother-in-law is staying with us for a while, so we've lost a room and a lot of his stuff's in the garage, so we've lost like half the size of the garage. So there's an awful lot. Have I got to wait for like 3 minutes? That's mad. Um, where am I? Gillingham, 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 Gillingham. whichever way you'd like. I've said them both. This way is Gillingham, and I'm just completely wrong with it. But however you wish to pronounce it, that's how I've done it. Gillingham. Go on, Gillingham. Gillingham. Gillingham, because I have one of my colleagues is called Jill, and that's how she spells her name, with a G. So Gillingham it is, settled. And if it is Gillingham, if you live there and I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. But there you go. Now it's also saying I've got a green light even though everything ahead of me is red. Not sure I believe any of that. But yeah, Transport Fever 2 is coming. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really enjoying the series. I find it really, really interesting. It's going to be even better once I've got, I never thought I'd say this, like DMUs and EMUs. Because at the moment I'm having to really think about which way the trains are going. Because I've got the no reversing mod. Whereas with the DMU I just go. It's fun. It's good that security people are at the station 24 hours a day. Because it's like 7 minutes past midnight. People should be at home in their beds. And you guys are waiting for a train. There's no trains. It's night time. You crazy people. I tell you, some people are mad. Some people are just made. Right, if you're not on the train, tough. That's the wrong button again. Look for the blue, look for the blue, look for the blue. Go! And go. I am slightly worried because all of those are red. All of them. The lot are red. Red is the colour of all of those signals. Okay. I'll take it. Oh, we're stopping at the depot. Are we nearly done? We can't be nearly done. We're only 15 minutes in. Are we going the other way? Have I just said that there's no train coming and there actually is and it's us? We'll find out in a minute. Get whiplash. I mean, look at it. It's madness. Oh, there is another train there. Hello. I think my butt's out your way. Is my butt not out your way? My butt's not out your way. Sorry. It will be in a minute. Oh, I'm assuming that's a 66. Yep. Sorry I made you stop. Genuinely am, because I like fright. And stopping. Okay. Shut down this cabin, change ends. Okie dokie. Ashley shut it down. So I put you into neutral. Now, there we go. So exterior lights to tail lights. There we go, tail lights. By train. Master key to off. I've already put it in neutral. Let's close the windows. We don't want like hooligans getting in. Let's go outside. Ooh. Is there not a torch? Surely there's a torch. I'm sure there is. Can't remember what it is though. Obviously, or I've been using it. Something's coming past, and it's not the freight train. It's gone. Yeah. Ooh. Climb up. Close the door. Open the windows. Right, where was the thingy light? It was somewhere here. That's a desk light. Exterior lights. Windscreen wiper. Let's do the what it says, because that'll help. Because we need to get moving. Right, exterior lights to night light. Okay. Awesome. We are a go. So yeah, after saying those people are stupid for waiting, apparently they're not stupid for waiting. I'm not waiting a moment. I'm leaving. Keep an eye on the thing. Don't just keep looking at stuff. Oh, but I like stuff. Oh, there's light. That one? No, it's the script wiper. Damn it. Wasn't fast enough. Sorry, guys. Was not fast enough. There's light. There's light. There's light. Desk light. Desk light. That's not. No, it's not the one. Dim wipers. Emergency stop. I already have applied some. Let's apply some more power. Hey, buddy. You guys are still looking the wrong direction. If you want to get a train, I'm pretty sure I'm the last one of the night. Like, I'm pretty sure I am the last one of them. I am and the last. There is nothing there. There is knee trains. So, you're getting me or you're not going anywhere. Break! Open the thingies. Where is the thing? No, I found it earlier. And I swear it was over here. Cab lighting. Cab lighting! That's the one. I knew it was over here. Cool. We're groovy. We're groovy. We're ready to rock. So, while we head towards Darford, let's talk about Baldur's Gate 3, shall we? Because, oh my good gods, is it just a wonderful, wonderful game? Yes. Yes is the answer to that question. Why did I frame that as a question? Because I already knew the answer. It's freaking sweet. Um, yeah, it's just great. It's great to see a Baldur's Gate game for a start. Like, I remember playing the original. My nan had the original on 8 CDs. You know, um, it was wonderful. She borrowed it me, and once we finally actually got a PC, because we were Amiga people in our household. But once we finally relented in, probably been 2002, 2003, 2004, one of those numbers. Um, yeah, we got to have a go on Baldur's Gate, and it blew my mind. I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I'd never played Dungeons and Dragons. I'd never played anything like Dungeons and Dragons. So it was definitely a bit of a whoa with a rule set and just trying to understand what was happening. But um, meeting characters like Jaheira and Minsk um, was amazing, and it was definitely the first time that I got into a game that was truly about story. The Amiga was an amazing system, but apart from like Dune, which is still incredible, um, there wasn't a massive amount of games that were focused on storytelling. I mean, there obviously were. There were many storytelling games, but I didn't have any of them. Um, what am I saying? I played loads of games that were purely storytelling. I played all the LucasArts games from that kind of time period, like the original Monkey Island, um, Simon the Sorcerer, and King's Quest 5. Might have been earlier than 5. I played all of them, and they're all story based because it was all about story. Beneath the Steel Sky, I remember playing that as a kid, and it really upsetting me, frankly, because it was very violent, and you could die some very violent deaths, and I wasn't really used to seeing that kind of thing at that point. Nowadays, but back then, it's madness. So I take that flippant comment back and flipping change it. I played loads of story-based games as a kid, um, but Baldur's Gate was a very big different thing because most of those games, like all the Zack McCracken and Monkey Island and later on like Grim Fandango and all those games, which were absolutely incredible games, but they all had a lot of humour. They weren't all that serious. Um, the original Monkey Island was much more serious than I remember it being. It's funny, but it has quite a lot of serious things in it. Unlike um, Baldur's Gate, which was very serious all the time. There are moments of amusing. There are funny things that happen, but the world isn't funny. The things that happen in the world aren't inherently funny. It's a very serious world, and serious stuff happens in the world. Fair enough. So just the tone of it really kind of opened my eyes to a different world of games, I guess. Um, and I'm very thankful for that because my favourite game of all time is Fallout 2, and that very much had that seriousness and also the comedy. And for me, they absolutely nailed both parts. Like it was funny. It still is funny, um, but it was also really serious. Like some of the stuff that you deal with in that game, very dark, like very dark. Um, and the way you can play the game is very dark. You can make it all sunshine and roses, or you can make it like, whoo, and that kind of freedom. Yeah, things like Baldur's Gate were the first real games that, for me, did that and did that very seriously and very well. Um, That's great. That's fantastic, and I love it and applaud it for that. Um, and Baldur's Gate 3, I very much feel is doing justice to the original games. And I saw an interview with their CEO, who seems like just the most genuine and lovely guy. He was very much going, I really hope that we've done the writers of the 90s Baldur's Gate games proud. And from my perspective, I would say they really have. They've absolutely hit it out the park. Um, it's funny, it's smart, it's stupid. I'm glad checks are on operation at this station. Um, it's all things, and it has a lot of freedom. And both me and the missus this morning, as she was about to go off for work, was saying that we want to play it again and do things differently. Because in my playthrough, already in my personal playthrough, um, it's very, very, very different to what she's done in her playthrough, which we're playing together. Um, and just those kind of huge, huge differences. Like I'd killed half the people that she's met. Um, like she's there walking through the goblin camp, being like, "Oh, hey friends," and I'm like, "I murdered these people." It's great. It's madness that two people playing the same game can have such a radically, radically different. I pressed the wrong button. Radically different experience, and I love that. And I think more games need to do this, um, which is why I'm quite worried about Starfield, because the recent interviews and information that's been coming out is more, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do this. Um, and Bethesda have always been famous for the yes, you can do this. I don't know. I am slightly apprehensive. Um, in fact, I haven't even pre-ordered it, and I pre-order games all the time. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you shouldn't pre-order games." If I want a game, I'm gonna get it on day one, and I'm gonna get it with any pre-order bonuses. Like I'm running around with in Baldur's Gate 3 with the Red Prince's cape because it's a cool looking cape, and you get it right at the beginning of the game. Oh, I thought we were still in the 20-mile-an-hour limit. Oops. That's what you get for talking about Baldur's Gate. Disaster. That's what you get. And stop. Eventually. There we go. Where was I? Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3. Awesome. Pre-ordering games. I do it. I've pre-ordered this, Train Sim World 3. I've pre-ordered City Skylines 2. The day, pretty much the minute that the pre-order went up, I bought it. Because it's like, I know I'm going to buy this game. I know I'm going to play the heck out of this game. I want it now, and I want to make sure I've got it now. I don't see the point in waiting. Like, if they go, oh, let's do a 10% off deal, you get the 10% off. Like, it's not like you suddenly go, oh, I've paid full price, I could have got 10% off. No. But by pre-ordering, I've got like a bunch of different, I think it's a San Francisco pack for free. Why wouldn't you pre-order? Like, why? I don't understand. I really don't. Um, And please, if you've got a different opinion, please tell me. I'd love to hear. Um, I'd love to hear your justification, because my justification is why wouldn't I want to get free things for a game that I know I'm going to play anyway? Pre-ordering just random games you've never heard of and got no idea of and haven't looked into and got no research on, fair enough, don't do that. Wait for reviews. But from a company that you trust, a company that you like, or from a game series you like, I don't see the downsides. Um, like the next time there's a farm sim game, I will be pre-ordering it. Why? Because I want the next farm sim game. Even if it's going to be very, very different, I trust the company enough. I am not particularly fond of their DLC policy, same with Dovetail. But I trust them enough to create a project that I know I'm going to really, really enjoy. Um, One of the reasons that when Transport Fever 3 is announced, which it will be eventually, um, I will be pre-ordering it 100%. Not even a question. It's not even a question. Partly because I got Transport Fever 2 for free. Because I was part of the beta. I did a lot of the beta testing, and I did do a few bug reports, and one of the features in the game did get changed because of my feedback. Sorry to get the train under control. So I did feel like I'd earned it, but at the same time, I was shocked and amazed when I just got the game for free. They were just like, just keep it. I was 100% willing to throw money at them. So when they did the DLC, I immediately bought it. Like I didn't even have to think about it. It was an instant buy. Um, and their DLC was the deluxe edition that they were doing for the consoles. So, I mean, those maps are horrible. Oh my good gods, I hate them. Um, and I don't think I've. Oh, excuse me. I don't think I've used a single train, bus, or whatever boat that came with the pack. But I'm okay with that because I trust the company. I like the company. They produce brilliant products. Um, and why wouldn't I want to support them? Larian, they have got a hell of a lot of goodwill from me. They've made a game there was a pre-order bonus, but no other DLC. Um, they've not even said they're going to create any DLC. There's not any microtransactions. It's here is a game that is complete that you can play from start to finish. We're going to release it a month early on PC and Xbox. So have fun, and I have. My main save is up to something like 72 hours now, and that's fantastic. I fully support that way of making games. Dovetail, less so. Ironic, I know, as I'm playing the game. But if they did, here is a full project. Here is 15 different routes in the game, but we're going to charge 70 quid for it. Fine. If they were smaller routes, because that's a lot of work. Or we'll upgrade a bunch of routes that you already own, but it's this amount of money more. I'd be happier with that than going, the game's 40 quid, but every couple of months we're going to have new DLC, which is another 30 quid. I know that prices have increased, but the amount of money we've got to spend on stuff has decreased. Like, surely, if you want to sell more copies and make more money, you need to price it at something that people can buy, and that's why I did like Manchester, because Manchester was cheaper. And not only was Manchester cheaper, if you already owned the train, which was in the Birmingham route, it was cheaper still. They gave you like a 10% discount. That's good. I liked that, because you're rewarding people, you're rewarding your customers. You're rewarding them by letting them give you money, granted, um, but it's still a nicer kind of thing. So that's a try for a second. It's still a nice thing than going, yeah, we want another £40 please from you for this route. And it will be buggy and there will be things that don't work, but just deal with it. Whereas, Larian, they have done, I think they're up to three hot fixes, where they have fixed so much stuff. Train! Like, so many things have been fixed. And that's what it should be. And they're still adding new things, and they're changing new things, They're adding in new things. There's new features come in. They've said that once the game actually officially launches, for the what you call it, um, PlayStation 5 launch. There you go. That's the big one. Once that hits, mod tools are coming. There we go. I got there in the end. My brain really fell over them. Yeah, mod tools are coming, and that's going to change things dramatically. I'll be intrigued to see how they do the mods. Because on PC you've got GOG, you've got Steam, you've got the Xbox, and you've got the PlayStation. So I don't know if they're going to have like a sorry, whistleboard, a whole ecosystem within the game, or if they're going to use like Steam Workshop for Steam, and Nexus for GOG, and I don't know, some kind of how Bethesda did mods for Fallout, like their own mod store. Yeah. Train. So yeah, it's a fantastic game, genuinely fantastic game, made by a company who cares, and that shows in the product. It really, really shows in the end product. It's great. I'm absolutely having a while of a time with it. I almost didn't stream so I could go and play more, but I really wanted to stream, and I will play more tomorrow, no doubt. Mrs. is off for 4 days, so we might see how far we can blast through Act 1. And I'm trying to make sure I don't play it when she's around, because I don't want to spoil anything. Because she doesn't really know what's coming, and for those people who've played it, and if you have, please no spoilers in comments or anything. Let's not ruin it for people. Me talking about the Goblin Camp earlier. There's going to be a Goblin Camp. It's D&D. Like, it's a Baldur's Gate game. Like, there are going to be goblins, and they're going to be in a camp. Like, even for people who have no idea about the game, that's not really a spoiler. That's a expectation. yeah, I don't want to spoil what's happening for her because I want her to experience it herself, and because she might do things differently. I have got different companions um, to what I know she'll end up with, because I've played the game very, very differently. Um, Even though we're both playing it with the same kind of thought process of we are kind of heroes. You know, we're trying to do the right thing. Um, but her concept of the right thing is occasionally different to my concept of the right thing. Um, and the way she deals with, let's call it frontier justice, is very different to mine. Um, if people are being horrible, I will kill them dead. Um, Whereas she will not. And so she's had completely different conversations, had some completely different areas. And in fairness, there's been a couple of times that I've guided her into things that I missed. So one of the very, very early game quests, I failed because I didn't know where I had to go, and I did a long rest. And so the mission completed itself. Again, no spoilers. And I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but for those people who have played it will be able to go, that quest, okay. Um, but I missed where I had to go completely, um, because it was not signposted in any way, shape, or form. There were no quest markers for it, and the area it's in is really well um, hidden, frankly, and I just missed it. I didn't see the door. I didn't see where I needed to go in, and because of that, I didn't do the quest. So I did kind of go, oh, let's have a look around here and see if we can find a door, and we did, because I found it when I went back to that area later on after I'd failed the quest, um, and made someone very angry because of it, and I felt really guilty. Like, I felt bad. Um, but she doesn't have to do that because she completed it. Um, but even then, she did it a different way to what I would have done. So the idea of playing it again and getting different results is fantastic. And I am playing an evil run through. I am doing a proper um, horrible human being. I mean, I'm not a human being. I'm a dwarf. My first playthrough in a game is usually a dwarf. Um, this one was not. I've gone Dragonborn because I love dragons. And if you saw my dragon collection, which I can't remember if you can see on my the video I recorded this morning. Genuinely don't know. But if you can, dragons. If you can't, dragons. Still there. I love dragons. And so the idea of being a bronze dragonborn, yes, yes please. So my first guy, who's a bard who plays the lute, not the lute, the lyre. Ah, what a liar I am. Not the drums. Lute. Liar, liar, liar. Um, it's fun. It is really really fun, and it's polished, which 3 years in early access it should be. Um, and for the size of the team, very very impressed. Very very impressed. Um, and PC Gamer have given it, I think, 97 or 98 score. And when I saw it, I went, "Yep, I completely agree with that." Just because it's so open-ended, and the stories are so different. Um, there are definitely things that I would change. There are some things I don't like. The most overpowered part, and it's not a spoiler, the most overpowered thing in the game is shove, like the push thing. Um, I've had people die, outright die, because of being shoved into lava or being like thrown into a pit of death, just a random chasm. Um, because you can attack and then you can push, and that's really overpowered. And I know we can do it too, but it's still really brutal when you're next to a if you get hit by a spell and it knocks you off, fine, that's fine, that happens. Um, and in the one area, um, my one companion, he was standing by the edge of a thing, um, and we had a surprise attack, and it was a surprise attack. I didn't see it coming, and he got charged, and he got pushed off the edge, and that was brilliant. I mean, not for him, obviously, um, but it was a surprise. I didn't see it coming, um, and that felt fine. Like that was okay. But if something would have attacked him, punched him in the face, caused him, serious damage, and then just gone, huh. I mean, Worms got this right. You can prod, but you can only prod as your attack. You can't just go bam, prod. No. You either give up your attack and prod, or you do an attack. You can't do both. And that's the only thing with Baldur's Gate that I'm not a fan of. I'll be honest. The rest, absolutely love, and I'm pretty sure I can mod it. In fact, I know I can mod it because I've seen the mod that makes a push an action rather than a like a bonus action. So I know it's there, and it's mostly to stop the AI. To be honest, um, part of the reason I don't go around just pushing everyone off cliffs um, is loot. You can't loot something if you've thrown it off a cliff. And if you want the shiny, shiny loots, you need to not kill the peoples. So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, awesome. Well worth a play. And a good price. It's 40 quid. Um, for the game you get, absolutely well priced. Exceptionally priced, frankly. That's another reason why I think Starthing. I called it Starbound earlier. It's not Starbound. That already exists, and I love Starbound. It's a great game. Starfield. Starfield. Um, yeah, Starfield. Because it's considerably more expensive. Is it going to be considerably more game? Because I don't think it is. I left this too late. Way too late. Yep. First time I've done that tonight, though, so that's good. tonight, today. How far out were we? Ooh! If you're in the first two carriages, you're not getting off this train. Oops. Well, at least now I know. There is definitely a limit of how far you can go. The slope, I don't think helped. I think this train is quite susceptible to slopage. He says with absolutely zero evidence to show that. But hey, whatevs. Let's not try and mess this one up. Okay, keep going. And stop. Where are we? Something crossing. Stone crossing? Stone crossing, there you go. Dartford next. Actually looking at the thing this time, instead of kind of guessing. I do want to start getting rid of some of the stuff on the screen. Oh, itchy ear. I very much enjoyed playing it without the signal markers on. I think the speed markers I need to keep on because I am not good enough or observant enough to get that right. Like, I just saw that there was a 50-mile-an-hour limit coming, and I can see there's a 50-mile-an-hour limit coming, but quite a few of them don't have the sign, and I don't, frankly, have enough time in my life to learn where all the marker boards are, nor do I care enough to learn where all the marker boards are. So I just won't, frankly. So I will leave that on. Along with the way you need to stop bits. Because otherwise I am never stopping at train stations. I will miss every single stop. Every single one. And while that would be kind of funny, it would also not be kind of funny. Alright, let's just keep it under control. Especially because it looks like we've got a red coming. And it looks like it's going to be before the station. Could be the end of the station. Could be. I think it's the end of the station. Either way, you need to, like, brake a bit more. See, that 20 mile an hour limit came a hell of a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Whew, that came a bit out of nowhere. I think this might be our final stop, you know. Yes, I know I was driving significantly over the speed limit. Yeah, I think this might be it. This train terminates here. Yep. This is it. Did we get gold though? Is the question. And all the brakes. And open them doors. Get off my train. Let's see how you did. Come on, show me the thing. And we got a goal. There we go. 1 hour, 29 minutes and 11 seconds for a 1 hour and 30-minute thing, which gives me 20 minutes to sort myself out before I've got to leave. So that's good. How far did we mess up that one stop? It's like 40 yards. So 4, 3.5. That was good. 2, 1.5. That was nice. 3, 2.22. 0.441, 2.91, 2.45, 2.22, 0.022. That was tasty. 5. So that's definitely a bit of a difference. As soon as I do the best, I get overconfident. 1.42, that's not bad. 0.284, that's nice. 2, 1, 5, 3, 45. I think that was the point where I was really getting excited about Baldur's Gate, because it goes from pretty decent to bad. I mean, that one's horrific. And then I started paying attention ever so slightly more. And it didn't show us the last one, because that looked pretty tasty. Although, was Dartford the last one? I think Dartford might have been the last one. Yeah, it was the last one. Either way, gold, which is good. I enjoyed that. Thank you for your company. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I've really missed streaming. I've really enjoyed giving it another play. So I will be back soon, TM, with something. Hopefully, Transport Fever 2. I'm hopeful that it'll be sorted for next week, but I have no guarantees. Guarantees nil. If I can get it ready for next Wednesday, I'd be very, very happy. But there's a lot happening between now and next Wednesday, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you very much for your company. I've had a while of a time, and I will see you all in the next stream. So look after yourselves. Take care, and au revoir.